Said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Tatum. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball trying to float it in. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're...
Intercepted in the first
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it.
Oh, he's got some space. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. To the air, it's Russell. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Cook. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw again. Makes the grab. It's Mays. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Let's talk about Alabama. They jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the scale.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Running back searching for a hole. And he'll find enough running room to get him just short of midfield at the 49.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They'll run this play from the pistol. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Now on the move. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Scanning the field, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Mays. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown time. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him. And I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Working on the right. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. There he goes. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And the Sooners trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive line to push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll run the option. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line?
Touchdown Sooners! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. A designed run for the quarterback.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Rifles it down the middle. Pulls it in down the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Mays. It's a fumble on the play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Gonna look downfield again. Floating away. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Bama! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
When you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be knocked down. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a crease, it's Tatum. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Complete to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. Great spot to attack there. Right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
Tosses it incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Mays. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires on the move. He's got it on the move. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. These two guys just on the same, and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, man, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Pocket breaking down. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Flying down the right side. Past the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Now, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hampton. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. He's really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break up the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking left. That's caught. It's Cook. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
So now it's second and long. He might want another play. Looking to throw again. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mays. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. To the air, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning.
These last two plays really are a microcosm of why this guy is so dangerous as a dual-threat quarterback. He showed you the arm talent. He showed you the accuracy on the previous completion. And then on this play, it's not open, so he takes off and runs and gets it. There's so many different ways this guy can affect you as a defense because of his athleticism, man. He is a special talent.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Alabama. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now the pitch. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at 24.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looking for a man. It's Russell. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He throws back to the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Mays. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Here comes the heat. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Got some room to run. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Got a man. It's Marsh. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Shakes off the defender. Good pickup off the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. There he goes. Inside the 10. And after the huge run, it came at a perfect time for this runner. He's got to catch his breath as we head to the fourth. We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Tatum. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Bama! The defense putting points on the board. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's carry on. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in.
Turning it on. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still...
Touchdown Sooners! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. They want to throw it. He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Number 18, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Mays. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. He'll take it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Here's the pressure. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
First and 10.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Pulls it in. It's Tatum. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking downfield on first down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in. It's Carry-On. And he'll be brought down. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off. So
he's looking deep. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping.
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
On to attempt the try. It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Crimson Tide a few inches away from converting on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Quarterback making checks. Just going to keep it after the snap. The Tide will get the first down.
How about that fourth down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yep. Listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on fourth down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
To throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab on the left. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
He is run out of bounds right at the 10-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. As a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Under fire. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Russell. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws toward the end zone. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback moving. The throw. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves